Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, is one of the most crucial nutrients for your body. It plays a vital role in bone health, immune function, mood regulation, and even metabolism. However, a shocking number of people are deficient in this essential vitamin without even realizing it. A deficiency in vitamin D can lead to some unexpected and strange symptoms, many of which seem unrelated at first. But when you put them all together, the message is clear. Your body is screaming for more vitamin D. Could you be one of the millions of people lacking this crucial vitamin? Pay attention to these 12 warning signs. 1. You get sick all the time. Your immune system is weak. One of the biggest red flags of vitamin D deficiency is a weakened immune system. If you're constantly catching colds, flu, or other infections, it's time to take a closer look at your vitamin D levels. Vitamin D is like the fuel for your immune system. It helps activate T cells, which are the body's defenders against bacteria and viruses. Without enough vitamin D, your immune system becomes lazy and ineffective, leaving you vulnerable to all kinds of infections. A study published in the British Medical Journal found that people with low vitamin D levels were 40% more likely to get respiratory infections, such as colds and pneumonia. Another study showed that vitamin D supplements reduce the risk of flu and other respiratory illnesses, especially during winter months when sun exposure is limited. But that's not all. Vitamin D deficiency has also been linked to chronic infections, slow wound healing, and even a higher risk of autoimmune diseases, where the immune system mistakenly attacks the body's own cells. Have you been catching more colds than usual? Do you feel like your body takes longer to recover from infections? Fix it. Spend at least 30 minutes in the sun each day. Eat vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish, eggs, and fortified dairy, and consider a vitamin D supplement if your levels are low. 2. You feel tired and weak, even after sleeping. Well, ever wake up feeling exhausted, even after a full night's sleep? Do you struggle with low energy, brain fog, or constant fatigue? If so, your body might be running low on vitamin D. Fatigue is one of the most common but overlooked signs of vitamin D deficiency. Unlike other types of tiredness that come from lack of sleep or overworking, vitamin D-related fatigue is more persistent and unexplained. Studies show that low vitamin D levels affect energy production in your cells. Vitamin D helps mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, produce energy, and when levels drop, so does your ability to stay alert and active. In a 2015 study published in the Journal of Endocrinology, researchers found that people with low vitamin D had significantly higher levels of fatigue compared to those with normal levels. Another study showed that taking vitamin D supplements improved energy levels in just a few weeks. Have you been feeling unusually tired, even after getting plenty of rest? Fix it. Spend more time in natural sunlight, increase vitamin D intake through food and supplements, and get your vitamin D levels tested. 3. You experience bone and joint pain. Most people associate bone health with calcium, but what they don't realize is that calcium is useless without vitamin D. That's because vitamin D is what helps the body absorb calcium properly. If you've been experiencing bone pain, joint stiffness, or even fractures, it could be due to weak bones caused by vitamin D deficiency. This is especially dangerous for older adults, as low vitamin D can lead to osteoporosis and an increased risk of fractures. Studies show that people with chronic bone and joint pain often have low vitamin D levels. In fact, one study found that over 80% of people with chronic pain had a vitamin D deficiency. Have you noticed stiffness or aching in your bones and joints? Fix it. Increase your calcium and vitamin D intake together, as they work best as a pair. Foods like salmon, sardines, and fortified dairy are excellent sources. 4. You're losing hair faster than normal. Hair loss can be caused by many factors: stress, genetics, poor diet. But one often overlooked cause is vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D directly influences hair follicles, and low levels can lead to thinning hair, excessive shedding, and even bald patches. Studies have shown that people with alopecia areata, an autoimmune hair loss condition, often have low vitamin D levels. Have you been losing more hair than usual? Noticing thinning patches? Fix it. Increase your vitamin D intake and consult a doctor if hair loss continues. 5. You sweat excessively, especially on your head. Sweating is a normal bodily function that helps regulate temperature. But did you know that excessive sweating, especially on the forehead and scalp, can be a sign of vitamin D deficiency? If you notice that you're sweating more than usual, even when you're in a cool environment or not exercising, your body might be trying to tell you something. Doctors have noted that excessive head sweating in newborns is one of the earliest signs of vitamin D deficiency, and this connection extends into adulthood. The reason behind this strange symptom is that vitamin D plays a crucial role in neuromuscular function, and low levels may cause the body's sweat glands to become overactive. Additionally, since vitamin D affects the nervous system, a deficiency might interfere with how your body regulates temperature, causing you to sweat excessively. Some studies have even linked vitamin D deficiency to autonomic dysfunction, a condition where the body struggles to control involuntary functions like sweating, heart rate, and digestion. Have you noticed that your forehead or scalp gets sweaty, even in normal conditions? Fix it. Get at least 30 minutes of sunlight daily. Take a vitamin D3 supplement, and consider using fortified foods like orange juice and cereals to help maintain adequate levels. 6. You feel depressed or moody. Have you ever felt inexplicably sad, unmotivated, or just generally down for no reason? While many things can contribute to mood disorders, stress, diet, genetics, one overlooked factor is vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is directly linked to serotonin production, a neurotransmitter responsible for regulating mood and preventing depression. Studies show that people with low vitamin D levels are more likely to experience depression, anxiety, and mood swings. In fact, research has found that individuals with seasonal affective disorder, a type of depression that occurs in the winter months, often have low vitamin D levels due to reduced sunlight exposure. One study published in the Journal of Affective Disorders found that supplementing with vitamin D significantly improved mood and reduced symptoms of depression in those who were deficient. If you've been feeling persistently irritable, sad, or disconnected, it might be more than just stress. It could be your body's way of telling you that it's lacking vitamin D. Have you been struggling with mood swings, irritability, or even mild depression? Fix it. Try to get sunlight exposure daily, eat vitamin D-rich foods, and consider taking a vitamin D supplement, especially during winter months. 7. You have brain fog and trouble concentrating. Do you ever feel like you're walking around in a mental haze, struggling to focus, recall information, or process thoughts clearly? This frustrating phenomenon is known as brain fog, and it could be a sign of vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in cognitive function and brain health. Studies have found that low vitamin D levels are linked to slower cognitive processing, poor memory, and even an increased risk of dementia in older adults. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Neurology showed that individuals with vitamin D deficiency performed worse on cognitive tests compared to those with normal levels. This happens because vitamin D is involved in the production of neurotransmitters that regulate brain function, including dopamine and serotonin. When levels drop, it can lead to mental sluggishness, forgetfulness, and difficulty concentrating. Have you been struggling to focus, feeling mentally sluggish, or forgetting things more often? Fix it. Get more sunlight, engage in mentally stimulating activities, and consume omega-3 rich foods like salmon and walnuts, which help boost brain function. 8. Your wounds. Heal slowly. Have you noticed that cuts, scrapes, or bruises take longer to heal than usual? This could be another surprising sign of vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D is essential for cell regeneration, tissue repair, and immune function, all of which play a role in how quickly your body heals wounds. Studies have found that people with chronic wounds, such as diabetic ulcers, often have lower vitamin D levels. Additionally, vitamin D helps reduce inflammation, which is crucial for the healing process. If your wounds stay red, swollen, or infected for too long, it could be a sign that your body isn't getting enough vitamin D to support proper healing. Have you noticed that minor cuts and bruises take much longer to heal? Fix it. Consume protein-rich foods, vitamin C, and vitamin D to promote faster healing. 9. You have unexplained muscle pain. Muscle pain is often attributed to exercise, strain, or stress, but what if the pain is coming from something else? Many people with vitamin D deficiency experience chronic muscle pain and weakness, even without any apparent cause. This happens because vitamin D plays a critical role in muscle function, helping muscles contract and relax properly. Studies show that vitamin D deficiency can lead to muscle weakness, cramps, and even fibromyalgia-like pain. In some cases, vitamin D deficiency has been linked to increased sensitivity to pain, meaning you might feel aches more intensely than usual. This is because vitamin D receptors are found in nerve cells, which help regulate pain perception. Do you often experience muscle pain even when you haven't exercised or strained yourself? Fix it. Increase your vitamin D intake, stretch regularly, and engage in low-impact exercises like yoga to support muscle function. 10. You experience dizziness and balance issues. Have you ever felt lightheaded, dizzy, or unsteady on your feet? This could be linked to vitamin D deficiency, particularly in older adults. Vitamin D helps regulate calcium levels in the inner ear, which is responsible for balance and coordination. When vitamin D levels are low, it can lead to dizziness, vertigo, and an increased risk of falls. Do you often feel dizzy or unsteady, especially when standing up too quickly? Fix it. Ensure you're getting enough vitamin D, stay hydrated, and avoid sudden movements that could trigger dizziness. 11. You have high blood pressure. Vitamin D plays an important role in regulating blood pressure. Studies show that low vitamin D levels are linked to an increased risk of hypertension, high blood pressure. This happens because vitamin D helps relax blood vessels, allowing for better circulation. Without enough vitamin D, blood vessels can constrict, leading to higher blood pressure and increased heart strain. Do you have unexplained high blood pressure even if you follow a healthy diet? Fix it. Consider taking vitamin D3 supplements and maintaining an active lifestyle. 12. You're gaining weight. Despite no change in diet, struggling with unexplained weight gain, vitamin D might be playing a role. Research suggests that low vitamin D levels can slow down metabolism and increase fat storage. Vitamin D helps regulate insulin production, which influences how your body stores fat. When levels drop, your body may be more prone to weight gain, especially in the abdomen. Have you noticed stubborn weight gain despite eating healthy? Fix it. Get more sunlight, stay active, and balance vitamin D with other fat-burning nutrients like omega-3s and fiber. Final thoughts. Are you getting enough vitamin D? After reading these 12 strange signs, do you recognize any of them in yourself? Vitamin D is one of the most essential nutrients for your body, yet millions of people are unknowingly deficient. If you've experienced any of these symptoms, it might be time to check your vitamin D levels. The good news? It's easy to fix. A few lifestyle changes, getting more sun, eating vitamin D-rich foods, and supplementing if needed, can make a huge difference. How many of these signs did you relate to? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips. Blast off!